Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creative Chats, where basically I just get to chat a little bit with my network. We have some really amazing people doing some extraordinary things. Speaking of, today I have with me Skinny, who is not only a near and dear friend to me and a sponsor for my pageant, but he's also a fashion designer with a clothing boutique and a couple of different brands that really stand for something special. And I'm excited to introduce you to him and let him share a little bit more about what those brands are, what the impact is that they have, what they stand for, and how he's using that for community influence to in turn make the world a better place. Skinny, please share. I'm so happy to have you here. Tell us a little bit about what you're wearing. Let's start with the fit. Look at you, fly it up.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, my name's Skinny Number One. You can follow me on Instagram under Skinny NO1. And yeah, I have a clothing line. Just my brand right here. You notice the logo right here, the tic-tac-toe sign. It says Skinny inside of it. You know, she got on the shirt right there. That's one of my one sleigh. You know, so yeah, I got a clothing line. I come from Washington D.C. and I started my clothing line to do something for the inner city community and things of that nature, give back to the community also. And that's just what I've been doing right. And I got some bucket hats.
That's fly. I like the colors.
My brand all. And I also have crew neck shirt.
To match the hat, love it.
Match the hat. I have women TT sets. As I have up here on my mannequin back here behind me. You might see my mannequin.
Yes. I like that. The two-tone one right there that you want. That's hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
So tell us, how did you get started? Like, okay, so Skinny's your nickname, so can kind of see a pattern with how you came up with the name, but how did you get into fashion and like making it a brand, actually taking it to better than I can dress? I want to make my own clothes. How did you get there?
Okay, well, I've always been into fashion. I love to put my little ones and twos together. I love to coordinate. So with that being said, I was just sitting home one day, relaxing, doing what I do normally, and my cousin came past, and he told me that he make logos and he do a lot of stuff with clothing. So I asked him to make me a logo. So as we sat here right here in this living room and we talked about it, this was like in late 2019. So we talked about the logos that he was making, and he made this one. And I said, that's a nice logo. And so after that, I ordered some t-shirts, and he showed me how to press them. I have my own presser over here. I press my own stuff right here.
Yeah, you're for real.
So, you know, but my cousin, he showed me how to do all this stuff. His name was Harold Smith. Rest in peace to Harold. He passed away in 2020.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so he showed me how to press and do all the designs for the label. And also, the name of the brand is Skinny Number One. But it stands for Several Kings Inspired. Never neglect yourself because you're number one.
Amen. I love that.
So that was the slogan that he made the slogan up for me before he passed away. And so I've just been pushing it as far as I can push it ever since then.
That's an amazing story, and what a way to make tragedy into triumph. You know,
Sure.
I can relate to that. You and we met, and I had my best friend with me, and since then he's, you know, rest in peace to him as well. But he's had a strong influence on my creativity as well. And so it's always awesome when we can make these relationships and these legacies last past just, you know, that's my homie. So I'm grateful to know that you're making an influence in the community as well, with just being a king that inspires other kings to see their inner leadership or their inner ability to do things that maybe they grew up somewhere that might say they can't do it. So you're a living example of, yes, you can. You can hustle in a legitimate way. You can make an impact. You can do something creative and still get paid for it. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit more about like the clothes behind you and what your plan is for that. Are they released, or is this exclusive for us to see?
Well, the sets that I have behind me, they just came in yesterday, actually. So
I knew it was exclusive, I could tell.
I have all of them right here. I have some lime. I have a lime one. You know, I have this color one.
That's nice too.
And
The weather getting better.
they run from small up to size 3X. So I have all, you know, everyone's size involved. And I also have I come with the regular hats also, you know, my guys like to wear the fitted caps and stuff like that. So I got the fitted caps. Fitted caps. Stuff like that.
So somebody wants to order, how can they order these?
If you want to order these shirts right here or anything up there, you can go to skinnynumber1.com. That's skinny, SKINNYNO, the number 1.com. That's my website. You can check out all the latest releases that I have.
That's lit. How do you think fashion impacts a person's confidence?
Well, if you look good, then you feel good. I've always lived by that motto. You know, so wearing clothes and dressing, you know, once you put on your clothes, you always want to do something fun, or you always want to do something constructive once you put on your clothes. You know, you don't want to be out here doing nothing bad once you put on your clothes. So fashion always makes you go do positive things. I think when you look good, you feel confident about yourself.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I have a similar slogan with Vibes Through Apparel: look great, feel great, be great. And you know, with that being said, depression is a real thing, right? Like people being depressed and having anxiety. What if they don't have the energy or the emotional stability to get dressed and like look good? How would you influence them? How could you inspire somebody to really just look your best when they're not feeling that?
Right. Well, it's just all about putting your right foot forward first and keeping a positive attitude about everything. You know, even when you don't feel good, if you think positive, then everything normally turn out right. Because you can speak good things into existence, or you can even sometimes think good things into existence. You know what I'm saying? So if you're thinking positive, you know, good things are happening.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a great point. Is that what you do, or what do you do when I mean, we're all human, right? So we go through things, and not every day is like a perky day. You roll out of bed like, right, it's today, you know what I mean? Some days it's not that. What do you do when, you know, maybe you're having to make an extra effort to feel good about the day or yourself?
Oh, well, me, myself, I meditate. You know, sometimes I sit in a hot bath and just sit there with the lights out. And just think about the day and what I'm going to do today, how I'm going to make today a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Before I get my day started, I might just sit in the bathroom. You know, there's a couple of things you can do when you go in the bathroom other than get in the bathtub. Might sit on the toilet and just, you know. So sometimes you just got to get your thoughts in. And you also know, you know, I keep my mind right, you know, with the food that I intake. I intake the right proper food. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat too many animals. I try to keep the OMGs out of my body and stuff like that. So it's all about things of that nature.
It's a lifestyle is what I hear you saying. It's something you every day have to work at and do, or else, you know, you will kind of fall past the curve of living your best, being your best, looking your best. You got to every day be working toward that is what I think I hear you saying.
Yeah, for sure. So when I come every day I get dressed, I make sure I put on something that makes me feel good. I know my favorite color is blue. So I like to put on some sky blue. Like I got my walls are painted sky blue around here. So, you know, I like the sky blue color.
I didn't know that. That's my favorite color too, blue, but particularly like blue greens. So, I mean, you see my logo is blue, right? Blue and pink, but like my favorite color, like blue greens mixed together, like teals and turquoise and things of that nature. But I love me a sky blue also.
Yeah.
So you have so many different forms of apparel, and then you're pressing and doing the, you know, embroidery and getting the logos onto the items yourself. What's your favorite aspect of design and creation? Is it the picking the apparel, or like what is that for you?
Well, yeah, I like designing the the pieces, the exclusive pieces, like the shirt you have on.
Yes.
When I chose that shirt, I chose 3 other pieces that had one sleeve. So I had a green one, a black one, and I also had a brown dress that had one sleeve. So I like to, get some exclusive pieces that I don't see everybody doing, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was trying to decide. I wanted to surprise you. So I was like, am I going to wear the black one or the green one? I couldn't decide. I was like, let's go with green today because it just made, like I told you, blue and green, they do it for me. So,
Right.
but yeah, I feel, wearing this piece, I feel super feminine. I do feel beautiful. I feel like it's giving sexy, but it's not giving provocative.
Right.
It's a beautiful piece. I'm definitely feeling it.
Right, that's what's up. I'm glad you like it.
Thank you. Thank you. So you're doing things in the community. Let's speak on that. Like, how are you able to use this to like help the community? Because our platform is huge on using influence to make an impact in the community.
Oh, well, I have a couple of places where I go to and I donate some of my products new at that. There's a spot over here in Southeast I go to on Mississippi Avenue. I can't think of the name right now, but it'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, I go donate over there and I talk to the youth also. They give me 10 minutes to talk to the youth and I explain to them what I'm doing and let them know how they can do what I'm doing.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm learning so much. We're close friends and I'm learning so much about you right now that I didn't know, but it's making my heart smile. What'd you say?
It's called the Covington House. It's on Mississippi Avenue.
Wow.
And that's where a lot of underprivileged kids go at, like for a rec center, and some of them, come there just for a safe space. So that's one of the spots I go to and I donate.
That's awesome. How long have you been doing that there?
I've been going there since right after the pandemic started. I mean, right before the pandemic started, I was going there. But once the pandemic started, you had to back up a little bit. So I just started getting back to them like around about late last year.
That's cool. Wow. I really love hearing that. Do the kids get to interact with you at all? Like after you're done speaking, do they come up to you and talk at all?
I mean, they get to introduce themselves to me and stuff like that. Some of them interested in doing what I'm doing. They get to follow me and get to contact me and stuff like that.
That's really cool. So it's like a mentorship program, sort of, right?
Like a mentor program, yeah.
Wow. How does that make you feel, like pouring into the youth in that way?
I mean, this is like what I always wanted to do. Seeing everything that's going on in the community, and I know that you always can get a good bunch of kids that want to, do the right thing. So I try to find those type of kids. And I also have the rec center close in the neighborhood I grew up in Deanwood, Washington, D.C. I work with the kids down there. They have a radio station down there. So I work with them also.
That is awesome. Wow, amazing stuff you're doing in the community. I just know that'll translate very well for the youth that you're able to impact. They'll see themselves in you and be able to do the same thing or better. And that's the goal, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What about global influence? Because we're also a global platform and, fashion is cultural, right? So what's hot or what's appropriate, it does vary from like place to place or country to country. So how do you take it all in internationally to come up with your inspirations, or do you?
I mean, I deal with a couple of designers that I have, manufacturers. They're from international. So I'm actually trying to get one of them, sponsor him to get him over here.
Wow, I'm glad I asked that question. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I will have to write him a letter and go through some channels to get him over here though. But I'm trying to work on it.
That's fantastic. And that's another huge impact because, I'm not sure where he is, but I know basically everybody wants to come here,
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's exciting. When are you thinking you'll be able to at least let them visit or bring them in?
I mean, it probably takes by the summertime. It's like 90 days before they get back to you on the situation.
That's pretty cool. So he's that lit, right? You're like, look, I need you here.
Yeah, I've been dealing with him for about 4 years now. So
Wow.
19, 20, 21. I guess it's 4 years now. Time flying.
Wow. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a couple of people on my design team just for like my marketing stuff. But I want to get them here also, and I know they want to come. And so when you're getting through that process, please keep me in the loop because I'll be able to learn from you how to do the same. So,
Okay.
because these other countries right now, there's a lot going on. I mean, it's like dangerous stuff. I have a friend in Syria, and he was telling me there was an earthquake there the other day, a 7.8 on the Richter scale. Like the ground is collapsing in the footage and buildings, and it was really, really bad. And that's something that doesn't happen there. It's rare. So, to be able to help other people, especially that we're working with in other countries that are going through things politically or natural disasters, that's huge, Skinny.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's gonna really, make an impact for them over there. If I can get them over there.
hmm So what do you think your biggest goal is right now with fashion? What's the impact or the result you're looking for in this season? Because I know we got like 1 year, 6 months, 5 year, 10-year goals, etc. But right now in this season, what impact are you looking for? What goal are you hoping to check off?
But right now, I'm just looking to reach out and touch some influencers, maybe some movie stars, some basketball players, even some football players, some motivational speakers and stuff like that, and get the brand into their hands. See what I can do.
That's awesome. So you're just looking to network some more?
Yeah, reach out a little more, reach my arm out a little more out of the city, because we Washington, DC based. DC, Maryland, and Virginia is right here around us, but I'm trying to reach out a little more to Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, and even North Carolina, down towards the
I'm
south.
glad you said that. I had a guest recently on who is from New York and really, really respected in the industry, heavily connected, and then also just a humble, real person like you and I. And I would love to introduce you to him because I'm sure he could put you in the right hands of some people because our conversation, our interview was basically about bridging that gap. How New York has like this unity that DC, the rumor is that, they're not working well together. It's crabs in a
Right.
barrel, except for like you and I work well together. A bunch of us are working well together, but then on that other level. So I know he will be with supporting and helping, you get in the right room with these people that can help your brand. So if it's okay with you, I'll go ahead and make that introduction later. But yeah, another king.
Yeah, that's cool. And I got some different colors. I got the bucket hats in a couple of different colors.
Lit with the big hair, that would be cute.
I got a couple of different colors. So, I mean, my inventory is pretty heavy. If you
It
go
is.
if you go check me out on Instagram, once again, Skinny number 1 on Instagram, SKINNYNO and number 1, Skinny NO1.
Yes, I'll be sure to put it in the description too, just so everybody can see it there and click on it. Hopefully it creates a hyperlink and just click on it.
Yeah.
What's your best experience so far as it pertains to fashion? Like, whether it was receiving that first outfit in the mail or, going to pick it out and like getting the design put on it yourself or, watching somebody wear it or, what's your greatest, most fond memory concerning fashion and your brand at this time?
Well, normally what really excites me is when somebody send me a picture of someone wearing my clothes somewhere, somewhere that I'm not at, in different places. That's been one of the something that really enlightens me. So
That's cool. I know I was flexing at the gym the other day. You're wearing the same sweatsuit. Well, it's like very similar. Does yours have a zipper?
no, this is
Oh,
a
okay.
hoodie.
Oh, mine had the zipper. You know the sweatsuit because I saw you later that day. But I was at the gym with that thing flexing. But it got the long sleeves and the hoodie. So my trainer was like, "You're sweating." I'm like, "It's long sleeve," but I was just trying to hold it down. Hold it down. It's cute though, and it fit well. And I'm not gonna lie, I was walking past the mirrors, as he's like taking me from different station to station and like crushing me with the workout.
Right.
I'm like looking in the mirror, like, oh God, it's been good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Definitely, it's make you look good too.
You chose the right dimensions for those designs, and that's the thing that I really love about your apparel is like as a woman who wears it, because I know you're doing men's apparel and women's apparel, but as a woman who wears your brand, I always feel like super feminine, even if it's a chill, like I said, I wore that to the gym. I have also worn that like out just for the day or whatever like that, but I'm being more strategic and intentional about the brand now. But anyways, like even the one that I wore to the DC Music Summit. So you be holding it down. I be choosing these events and repping you. But the DC Music Summit, I did the one sleeve, the brown one that you're talking about, right? I did that there. And again, it just was very feminine appeal, but it didn't give too much sexy, it still gave like professional and all that. And I just, for me, confidence is, like you said, related to fashion and how you look. It doesn't mean you have to be somebody else's standard of beauty, but as long as you know you're giving your best, you're serving up what you can. And so, your apparel really, I feel that way when I put it on.
Right. I'm glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm, for sure. So what are you most excited about, like for the future of your brand? Like, are you going to get into accessories at all? Or I know your hats are accessories, but like jewelry or anything else you think, shoes?
Well, I had a partner that was doing some shoes. He ventured into the shoe game, and we were going to team up and try something with the shoe game.
Ooh, I asked the right questions, don't I?
Yeah, we just haven't did it. His name is Diome Styles. You might can look him up on Instagram also. But
okay, fantastic.
yeah, he dropped one shoe, and we were going to collab and go try something else real soon. But yeah, we're looking into the shoe game right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what you guys create, and then even more, I can't wait to wear it.
Right. But we're gonna for the summer, we got our summer apparel and our spring apparel. That's our next move. So tune in, stay tuned to the website, check us out on Instagram, and you'll be seeing the upcoming stuff that we're doing real soon.
I am excited to see how that comes out. I know, like I said, you've always been crushing it, and then you did something special for me for my pageant, and I really appreciate you and your brand for supporting me in that way. But do you see yourself like making swimsuits, like being a swimsuit designer?
Making swimsuits? For sure. I think we're gonna come with some swimsuits this summer.
Because that went well, right?
Yeah, that was great when you did that. That was nice.
Thank you. That reel is doing crazy things on Facebook too. So, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the swimsuit because we're back at it again in August. So right now I'm actually Miss DC USA Universe. And so in August, I will go compete for Miss Universe. So, we're back at it again. It'd be cool if you did do swimwear, because you already got like, here it is, pageant queen. Right. That's my bathing suit right there on her. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I'm gonna have something for you. I definitely have something for you.
Lit. I believe it, and I know it's gonna be fly. So I'm looking forward to it. We were talking about like best experiences. What about worst experiences as it pertains to fashion? So, I know like being an entrepreneur, we can have a vision and it not come out the way that we were hoping. Of course, we just keep working at it. But what has been your worst experience or most challenging experience as a designer, as an entrepreneur, whether it was like somebody who was hard to work with, or an item not going right, or a show not going right, or whatever it was?
I would have to say maybe throwing a pop-up shop and not getting a lot of support. Maybe that would be the saddest moment that I have had. But anything other than that, I enjoy every moment of everything that goes on with with learning how to get into people's closets, because that's what I call it. I'm trying to get into your closet,
Exactly.
So, and conversating with people and explaining to people about my brand and letting them know what it stands for and stuff like that. I love every minute of that, because it's a challenge. Because what I say to people is, we got to support each other. Everybody say that to each other. That's the slogan that everybody use. But I say, we have to do what we say we want to do. We can't just keep saying what we need to do. You feel where I'm coming from? We have to do
yes,
it.
of course.
So
Yeah,
I
don't
ask,
talk about it, be about
so
it.
when I'm up on people and I'm trying to sell them stuff, even sometimes when they don't have the money to buy it, but they seem interested, you can have a free gift. I can give you a donation, but I just need to see you wearing it around the city and promoting the brand because the brand stands for something.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow, that's powerful, just exactly how you said it. I just need to be supported back because we have a brand that stands for something. Exactly. Like nothing's on accident. Everything is intentional and with purpose. And that's why I'm happy to be supported by your brand and to also support your brand, you know. So I know you have a lot going on and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm really grateful for you coming and carving out a moment to just chat with us about all the amazing things you've done and are doing to impact the community. So go ahead and just, share whatever you would like to share with our audience. And, I will go ahead and release you.
Well, I like to thank y'all for giving me the time to tell y'all about my brand once again. Skinny number one, several kings inspired. Never neglect yourself because you're number one. That's what it stands for. And I also have my Skinny number one brand, but I also have another brand. It's called Several Kings. If you check my website out, you'll also see that on my website. So that's a spinoff from the Tic-Tac-Toe Several Kings inspired. Then I have the Several Kings brand. So I have two brands and appreciate your time and thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm so proud to know you, and then I'm even grateful for what you're doing in the community and just, all the stuff you're doing for the youth at the centers and speaking with them and just encouraging them. Keep going. I know I don't have to tell you that because you will continue to do amazing things, and however I can support you in the future, definitely let me know. And I hope you'll come back. Will you come back?
For sure, I come back.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Creative Chats, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.